Salute everybody. Welcome to Switching Lanes with Miss Parker. Miss Parker, I appreciate each and every one of you guys that hit that like button early. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Foxy Brown, I seen you come in here earlier. Salute love. La Lazy, my love. DJ Q, salute, what's good? Thank you for coming through. Please don't forget to hit that like button as you come in or pass by. Turn on your notification bell so you won't miss out on one of these interesting lives. And also, if you have a community share it alive, please, and hashtag justice for Janiah Harris and justice for Janiah Mcmichael. You know what I'm saying? Wherever y'all go, justice for these young ladies right now because, whew, guys, this is beginning to be ridiculous. Riders help me reach my YouTube goal of 10 by purchasing a super sticker or a super chat. Please say hello to your neighbor as you come in, and thank you, Riders. Thank you. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Salute, oh boy, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. I just laid on that like button. Thank you. Hey, Positive Vibes. Hey, sister. So make sure y'all say justice for all of these young ladies. But I want to focus on Janiah. Janiah Mcmichael Rogers, 13, pregnant, allegedly pregnant and missing. And you get to looking at these stories, and at 13, again, at 13, you're not supposed to be missing at any age, but 13 and pregnant. All alone with, your mother. Hey, Dom. Hey, love. With, your mother of all people speaking out against the 13-year-old. It just doesn't sit right in my soul and in my spirit. And had, they're not getting treated the way they should. And, but I know that I'm not the same as everybody else. We're not the same. We're different people. But you would think when your loved one come up missing and it's your baby out of your home, you have a little bit of decency, a little bit of common courtesy, a little bit of something that's called sympathy, empathy, being scared, signs of being scared, that you're just going to get the worst news ever, even though you don't want to. But, your baby's out there by herself and she's pregnant. And it's just like, wait, what? What's going on with y'all as parents? What's happening? But then when I see the mother not interested, I'm like, wait. Saying the most. Hey, Miss Yolanda. Saying the most. No, not occur in the world that her baby's gone. Actually making up lies. Telling the police she doesn't do social media. She doesn't have a phone. But the kids are like, she does have a phone. The kids are saying different. So the police is like, wait, hold on. Because, we're here again. You're hindering an investigation. You're holding us up from getting progress for where your daughter could be. You're wasting time. You're wasting time. The time you're wasting lying, we could be out there searching for your daughter and hopefully bringing good news to everybody. Not just you, but the community, because it is people out here that cares about your daughter and where she is. But we still get nothing. We still get nothing from the mother. We still got nothing from the mother. But the mother's mother is like, no, where's my grandbaby? No. She's fighting for this baby. She's crying on the news about her loved one being missing. So the father, she hires a private, let me get it right. She hires a private investigator by the name of Kevin Collins, KC, the Bodyguard. Tracy, hello. Shan says, hey. Hey, Miss Sharon. So he instantly comes in and gets straight to the job. Like Casey, the Bodyguard, gets straight to the job. He said he's got to find this little girl. Nothing else matters. So he jumps straight into it. So as I'm watching this private investigator jump straight into it, the mother's irate. She doesn't like it. She's not feeling it. So she's ready to fire somebody that she didn't hire. I was like, wait, how do you fire somebody that you didn't hire? What? It's not happening. Hey, Vibrant. Hey, love. This just isn't happening. So I automatically, my lens goes to the mother because I'm like, you're doing too much. You're more angry that somebody's searching for her and that they're bringing awareness to your daughter being missing than anybody. Yeah, definitely need to look into. And it hurt because I'm seeing so many, and I was, as I logged off last night, you guys, as I logged off, I felt bad because I'm like, I'm judging instead of helping. Maybe I'm doing too much instead of just trying to figure out what happened in certain situations. Maybe I'm doing too much, but the more I thought about it, I said I'm not. I'm doing what they're supposed to be doing as mothers, as ones to nurture these babies. They're supposed to be the ones doing this, keeping the kids' names alive. I'm supposed to help, but they're supposed to be doing this. But instead, they're upset about the people that's looking for their loved ones, that just wants answers. Like, give us a direction where to find the baby. Give us the directions. But we're here. Protect our kids, yes. Hashtag protect our kids. Because at this point, I'm looking like, what's happening to our mothers? What's happening to us women as mothers, protectors? When did that part leave? When did that part? You get what I'm saying, y'all? When did being a protector and a nurturer of something we brought into this world? When did that end? Hey, Shauna. Hey, love. When did that all end? And as we listen to this story, because I want to kind of go back for those that didn't follow or didn't hear anything or everything, and then I got a couple of clips. I got to let some stuff download, but I want to talk about it. I want to talk about as protectors. When did that walk out the door? When did we leave being a protector? When did that leave? When do we stop caring? We have so many babies missing, and not enough people putting in that effort to, as the parents, to look for the child, put out a welfare check, knowing like it's something ain't right. We know as mothers, even or as fathers, our kids deserve to grow up. It's sad, positive. It's like we're. I get we was put here to do a certain thing and a certain job and go down a certain path with certain things, but this just ain't it. And as we talk about Janiah Mcmichael, I want y'all to see why this ain't it. Unaliving our children, kidnapping our children, taking the lives of our children and the other half of the children. Like, it's doing these stories, every time I look at one, it's like a behind it. I was listening to another story earlier that was brought up in the chat, and I was like, you should look into that. You should do a story about that. I said, I will. But I couldn't get away from this mother because we heard an interview where the father went over there with To the Uncensored, and we don't get that much nowadays out of a black man. I'm not saying it's bad fathers everywhere. There ain't no good fathers, because it is. But in a situation like this, we've been less fortunate to see a lot of dads step up. We either see the mother or we just see people that don't care in these situations. And in this one, the father definitely cared. The father was doing all the right things, and he was doing it the legal way with documentation, only to be tore down every time. We need those old school parents. They really cared back then. We didn't understand, but we do now, man. Don't we? We definitely understand. But it's like we are in a crisis in our communities. We are in a crisis right now, and I say that because, like, Positive Vibe said something about needing the old school parents back, the ones who cared, because this father tried. He fought. Hey sis, he fought. He got paperwork even for child support. Like, hey, she don't got none of the kids. I'm just saying I could be putting that money in to look for my child, but he was told she can get child support. Your daughter ain't alive. Like this type of news. But he said in his gut he already knows as a parent. And that's what we should hear from the mother, not just the father, but both parents. But we're not getting that from both parents. This is the story of Janiah Mcmichael Rogers, and then we'll get into some questions and stuff about it. Salute to Casey the Bodyguard for pulling up the other night. Thank you. He's gonna come through. I got back to him a little late. I had been sleeping. I took some cold medicine and I was out. So by the time I reached back out to him, he was like, Miss Parker, now look, but I'll come through. And I was like, okay. He's like, you reached back out to me all late. And I was like, I've been asleep. Like I was just so peaceful, you guys. Hey, Portia, and Allison. Let me get this clip ready. And we'll discuss this. We'll break this down because her name needs to be kept alive too. It really does. These cases are beginning to be more similar by the moment, by the detail, and it's scary. I don't know about you guys, but it's actually getting scary where it's like the same thing is going on and mimicking everything that's happening in these situations. But let me play this clip. This is the story of
just reach out. We just need to know you're okay. If somebody does have her, please just let her go.
Dalia Guerrero is racked with worry. Her 13-year-old granddaughter, Janiah Mcmichael, has been missing for nearly 2 weeks.
Because the proximity of Gary and Chicago is so close, we don't know if Janiah is still here in this area or if she has branched out.
Today,
God, I'm asking you, everybody that's here, Lord, keep them safe from hurt, harm, and danger.
Family and friends lead another organized search for the teen with the help of some volunteers.
We want to bring Janiah home safe, and that's what we want the community to come out and help us bring her home safe.
Dog trainer Lorenzo Longoria and his canine Thor are here too. The 5-year-old Shepherd mix is one of 2 canine search dogs working.
It's a needle in a haystack, especially when there's no cell phone pings, there's no communication through social media.
The family says Janiah was last seen on the evening of August 11th at the Gary, Indiana home she shares with her mother and siblings. Jasmine Mcmichael says when she got up early the next morning to get the kids up for school, she found the home's front door ajar, the back door unlocked, and her oldest daughter gone.
Just come home because I know you're watching this. Somebody is going to show you this. Just come home.
Janiah's mother says some of the teens' clothes are also missing. Today, 7-member teams are being dispatched to 12 areas in both Gary and Maryville. That's where they will do their searches and also pass out flyers. Janiah's family says she's never done anything like this before. They're asking anyone with information about her whereabouts to call the number on the flyer or the Gary police. And so this afternoon, as concerns continue to grow, those who know and love the teen promise to never give up hope.
Just Janiah, come home.
Please.
Come home. We all miss you. Come home.
Watch breaking news on you.
So that's crazy that we watching this video and we see the grandmother. She's crying. She's highly upset. Her tears, talking to that news lady about her 13-year-old granddaughter who's allegedly out here pregnant alone, and it's just a heart. You can tell that's just a heart. We get to the mother on the news clip, and we see this one crying. This one's actually crying, and in the midst of the actual tears, you guys, in the midst of the actual tears, she's crying. But she's been the one, you guys. Hey, sis. Hey. So I'm like, why is she crying. But you're the one upset about the search teams and the private investigator. You're trying to fire him from finding out we love our kids. Let's go. Save our children. Let's go. So I want to get to the story of Janiah Mcmichael Rogers. Again, I'll stop it so we can converse about it. So I even got a clip after we played this. I got a clip of her mother actually sitting down with a content creator. And baby, when I say this was off, this was more than just off. This was scary. It's scary witnessing these kind of people. Being able to run around and if you're in the Indiana area, please be on the lookout for Janiah Mcmichael Rogers. Call your local authorities immediately. Um, Try to talk to her, I guess, to see if she's okay and things. Don't scare her too much questioning, but she was last seen in the Indiana area. But here we go.
2024. Just last month in Gary, Indiana, 13-year-old Janiah Mcmichael Rogers would leave the house she shared with her mother, Jasmine Mcmichael, and her siblings in a rush. The night before the first day of school, she would have a disagreement with her mother and run to her room and slam the door. The next morning, her mother, Jasmine, would get up early to get the kids up and ready for school. When she noticed the front door was ajar, alarmed, she would go on to check on her children, going room to room. That's when she noticed the back door was also unlocked, and her daughter Janiah was nowhere to be found. She noticed some of Janiah's clothing was also missing. Panicked, Jasmine would alert the police and report her missing. She reported that Janiah was spotted on surveillance camera and got into a car with an individual, but investigators say this isn't true and can't corroborate the claim. What happened to Janiah? Is there something more to this story? According to some reports, the last time anyone has physically seen Janiah was in June of this year. But why was she reported missing on August 11th? I smell foul play. Does mom and her girlfriend Kiera have something to hide?
Just hearing that, guys. What's your thoughts? Hearing that the last time the kids are saying they seen her, and others they're saying we haven't seen her since June. But the mother reports it in August the 11th, 2024. And we're here now to where 13-year-old Janiah Mcmichael is missing. And her mother and the girlfriend saying, come home, come home. Do y'all really want her home? Because it gets a little deeper.
Welcome back to the Strange Bar and Grill. Today we have an interesting case for you. The missing persons case of Janiah Mcmichael Rogers. Janiah's real name is Janiah Rogers, as stated on her birth certificate. She was born to Antonio Rogers and Jasmine Mcmichael. Shortly after Janiah was born, her parents split up and Janiah would live with her mother on the 1900 block of Virginia Street in Gary, Indiana. She's the oldest of 6 siblings, and not much is known about her childhood. But it sounds like she had a rough upbringing. CPS would be called to her household regularly. With over 20 reports filed, family and friends claimed that living conditions in her mother's home were below standard and could be seen as a health concern. According to Janiah's father, Jasmine hasn't allowed him to visit her for years. Even when he would spot her out at a community event and he attempted to speak to Janiah, he would be threatened with physical violence, and at one point was jumped by Jasmine's boyfriend and her friends. Eventually, out of frustration,
So Antonio Rogers is the father. The father who, am I good? Whoever's helping her hide needs to bring her back home if that's what really happened. And correct. So your daughter goes missing. You say the front door is open, the back door is open, but the front door is unlocked. Which one is it, key? You can't go out both doors. But then when the police comes, you describe what the girl got on, but you didn't see her. You got up to use the restroom, and boom, this is what happened. You noticed your daughter wasn't there, but now you know what she had on. How do you know what she had on? And I'm like, what Positive said, whoever is help hiding her needs to bring her back home, if that's what really happened. So we got Antonio, the father, at a birthday party, sees his baby, and like, oh my God, there go my baby. Let me tell her who I am. So he's saying, he tells her, like, he's the father. He's the father, and like, if you ever need anything, I'm around. The mom gets hysterical. She gets upset. Not only do she get upset, she goes and gets her new boyfriend, her other baby daddy, and confronts him. We're at a birthday party, guys. Uns get pulled out. He's like, man, it ain't worth going to jail. This ain't worth, you know what I'm saying? This not in front of my kids. He said at this point, he's got Janiah there, that he's trying to meet for the first time, and he's got his other kids there and his wife. He's like, I don't got time. Even though he went to jail, she calls the police on me, y'all. How you calling the police for him trying to be a father? Like, I get him causing commotion and stuff like that, but him just speaking to the child, trying to let the child know, like, hey, I'm your father. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, it's good to see you here. Hey, what's up, Shano? It was excitement in him, in his voice, like seeing her for the first time, and like, you know what I'm saying? It's my time to approach her, let her know who I am, because the mother's been keeping him away, only to cause confusion at the birthday party, you guys. Hey, Sandy Marie, hey, love. Only to do that, she was pregnant too, yeah. She's pregnant. But it gets crazy who she's pregnant by. And another is, we ain't doing nothing about it. We're not doing nothing about her. What my ears be hearing sometimes, y'all. What my ears really be hearing. Nobody's scared for these kids. Like, seriously, they're out here by themselves. And I'm looking for more coming from the mother. Hey, Rose. I'm looking for just a little bit more coming from the mother. Hey, sister. But we ain't getting that. We just getting. Let's finish sharing the story, and then we'll get into it.
Antonio would stay away. Jasmine had a history of alienating her children's fathers, as the father of her other 6 children had been banned from visiting their children and met similar fates.
How y'all mean similar fate? How, y'all, what's going on to where none of your baby daddies can be around and then they get met with similar fate? What's similar fate? Like, why do they keep getting met with JUNs and other baby daddies getting involved? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that could cause other beef too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all pulling out these straps, and then at the same time, I see you again. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't use it, like, people think like that. Then there you are without baby fathers, because of your ignorance and the games that you are playing with your children's lives. So that further let me know, like, maybe she, just maybe, she has something to do with this, because, baby, you doing a little too much. Matter of fact, you're doing a lot. Hey, Twitching, good evening. You're doing a lot to be a mother with a missing 13-year-old pregnant girl.
On August 10th, the night before her disappearance, which was also the night before the first day of school and also happened to be one of Janiah's siblings' birthday, Jasmine, Janiah, her mom's girlfriend, Kiera Bates, and her 6 siblings were all having a good time celebrating, according to Jasmine, until she and Janiah got into a heated argument over whether Janiah was pregnant, because she noticed she wasn't using any pads. She stated that if she's pregnant, she'd beat and kick the baby out of her. After hearing
Brashay, I'll give it right back to you, baby. I was cleaning up house a little bit, but I got you, love. I got you. For everybody that's coming in, you guys, this is the story of 13-year-old Janiah Mcmichael. I'm sorry, my love. I'm sorry. It's scary, the people we live amongst. Come on. This is scary for a mother. You guys, a mother that's showing that I don't care. A mother that's saying, I don't care where she is. Stop looking. Firing people that's looking for her baby. Not allowing the father to even get in contact with her during this time. I mean, you need the real emotional support. He's trying to be there for you, but wrap his brain around the fact that his baby's gone. Nobody know where his daughter is. Nobody's giving out the right answers. All these stories, again, y'all, all of these stories is coming up, circulating around his baby from the mother. So we have a father that really cares, and he's like, I just want answers. Like, where my baby? Tell me where we can find my baby. She talking about all this other stuff to the man. He's confused. He don't even want to judge her at this point. Because he's in his mind, he's thinking like, our baby missing, and this is what you want to talk about. Like, I called to see what's going on with my daughter. Nothing more, nothing less. Where's my daughter? Where's our daughter? Then she even changed the number on a man. He had to go through high waters to find this woman. Because where she's the mother, she don't want nobody getting answers to nothing. So we have a father sitting here lost. Can't get nothing done without her. She blocking him. He got to communicate with other people's stories are getting all messed up. So it's messing him up. Hey, Pretty Black, it's messing him up as a father. Who plays these type of games with their children's lives? After you've done what you've done, nobody deserves an answer. Like, we just another wild goose hunt. Another wild goose hunt while this baby is where? God knows where. And the mother is calling her out of her name. The mother is telling everyone, well, y'all know she's been on HOE status. Like, what? Wait a minute. This is the mother. But the father that wants to be involved, the father that wants to put in the work and, he wants to put in the footwork. He wants to be out there. He wants to know every detail. Can't get it. Because we have her pushing her weight around. The control that she does have in the situation because she's guilty. Out of everybody's reach. And the fact that they're giving her this kind of power. Thank you, Shauna. Save our children. Save our children. Because this is crazy work that we're listening to on a daily. Hey, Rob. That we're listening and getting on a daily, you guys. Hey, Queen Judah. Mothers not caring. Fathers, when the fathers that do care, guess what? They get their ass into the stick. Because, again, I think she's getting too much. All right, Rob, thank you. Y'all just giving her too much. And then don't forget when Casey, the bodyguard, pulled up, he said that she failed the FBI test and was still able to walk out of there. How? The system is letting us down tremendously when it comes to these kids, you guys, because, baby, when I say that, how did she fail a test from the FBI? But then again, I think she said let the kids be kids. Fathers need support. And this is definitely a story of where fathers need support. That man's getting his paperwork in black and white. He ain't going to court without, making sure he got his I's dotted, his T's crossed. Because he just want answers for his baby, like, anywhere. Always, Lexi. But nah, he ain't getting what he needs as a father. And we're going to hear why.
Hearing her mother talk to her like that, Janiah ran to her room and slammed the door. And that was the last time anyone has seen or heard from her, according to Jasmine. Jasmine stated that she got up around 12:45 a.m. to use the restroom and noticed her back door was unlocked and her front door was cracked open. When she noticed it, she closed and locked both doors. She then went upstairs to check on the kids. and noticed Janiah was gone. While she was standing in Janiah's room, she noticed empty coat hangers.
Yes. So she went to take a test by the FBI and she failed the test. Casey, the bodyguard, pulled up and said that she tested with them and she walked out of there. And he said he's trying to understand what is really going on. So he's saying how, the system has failed this baby too. Like she just fails like on seeing what happened, knowing what happened to the baby, and this is it. Hey Peggy, hey love. Justice for the baby's right, Miss Peggy, right? So yeah. So she just remembers arguing with the girl like, oh, you're pregnant? Arguing, boom. Never seen her again. And ain't cared. Ain't cared to look. Y'all gonna even hear in this story how they had to tell her what to say. They had to tell her what to say about her daughter. We're going to do a clip, ma'am, and you got anything to say about your daughter that we're searching for? What do I say, ma'am? You give her description. You give the last time you seen her. You know what I'm saying? What she had on that you didn't see, but you end up seeing. That's what you talk about. You beg and plead for your baby to come back home. Okay, love. Hey, Dark Angel. Thank you from the UK sending love. I appreciate that, sending love back. So, 13 pregnant, you ain't seen her. This is where we are. Last time she seen her, they was having a birthday party. She said, are you pregnant? At least she noticed. So they into it about the little girl being pregnant, which at 13 being pregnant is, emotions are high in the house, but is it enough to where you start thinking about the conversations you have with your child, the education you're delivering in your home? Because obviously I didn't do something right for 13. 13, y'all, lost. And we're arguing with our 13-year-olds about why they're pregnant. No, what did I do? Was I not paying enough attention? I got to think as a parent, what did I do wrong in these situations? But let's get into it to see what happened.
Hangers hanging up in the closet. She also noticed a pile of school supplies on the floor, as if she dumped out her book bag. Her mother stated she was wearing a black hooded sweatshirt, black pajamas, and black and red shoes at the time of her disappearance. This detail stands out to me because her mother wouldn't know what clothing she left the house in because she didn't see her when she left. Plus, she said her Ring doorbell camera wasn't functioning. During an interview with Antonio Rogers, Janiah's father, he explained that CPS contacted him earlier in the year, and he was told Janiah was pregnant by a family member, the aunt's child's father. He expressed it's not a rumor, and it was proven with a kit. A few months later,
So we got young Janiah. You guys. Y'all heard it, 13, pregnant by her aunt's BD. Come on, twitching. The baby's pregnant by her aunt's BD. The father said it's factual because through a grape kit, hey Ronnie, through a grape kit that it came out that they have been touched. She's lying, absolutely. That she's been touched. Thank you, Dark Angel, for becoming a member. Thank you, love. Appreciate you. Welcome to the Riders family. Her aunt, yes. Her aunt's baby father, little sister. Y'all gonna hear that coming along the lines too. Her and the little sister. So we're back. We're going back down this road again. And the mother knows, and she said nothing. The mother knows. She said she wasn't going to tell on them. But you're woman enough to come on this channel, hey Pee-wee, and say that both of your daughters and the one younger than her, so if she's 13, how much younger is this other one? nothing's happening. We'll let monsters walk again. The auntie. Yeah, come on, man, another aunt's boyfriend. That was confirmed through a grape kid. The father said a grape kid. And then I'm not gonna not take his word for what he's saying, because he's been the one putting in the work, the paperwork, got an attorney, said he's willing to work double overtime. He's willing to work triple overtime to get his daughter back to him in one piece, hopefully, or just get justice for his baby, because he said he already knows in his heart that something has happened due to her actions. So, hey, Belinda, hey, love.
Janiah was reported missing. Is this just a coincidence? Antonio Rogers and Janiah's grandmother, Latanya Rogers, hired a private detective, Kevin Collins, who goes by the name of KC Bodyguard. Jasmine would eventually try firing the private investigator. Yeah, the one that she didn't hire. And we'll get into the why of that later. During the investigation by KC Bodyguard, he would visit Jasmine's house. There, he would ask Jasmine and her girlfriend a series of questions to figure out if they may have any information on Janiah's whereabouts. Looking for anything that could lead to the safe return of Janiah, he asked if she would go over the night in question and asked to see Janiah's room. She showed him the empty coat hangers and where Janiah seemingly dumped out her school supplies on the floor. But one detail stood out. Janiah's bed didn't have any sheets or blankets on it. When confronted with this detail, Jasmine stated that she had just put them in the wash before he got there, but the investigator didn't smell laundry in the air. KC would go on to ask if Janiah had social media or a cell phone. Jasmine and her girlfriend would both say no, she doesn't have either. That turned out not to be true, because Janiah's sibling would state that she's seen her talking on the phone at all times of the day. This seemed to anger both Jasmine and Kiera. The investigator would go on and ask the couple if they knew of places where Janiah might play. They directed him to an abandoned school around the corner, a strange place for kids to play. But he would search the abandoned school where her and her friends used to hang out. They would go on to search all areas of Gary, Indiana, and East Chicago. During his investigation, he noticed Jasmine had a Ring camera, but Jasmine stated that the camera was turned off and wasn't in service. So here's my question. How did Jasmine know what clothing she left the house in? The investigator also discovered a history.
So Dark Angel said, this is what worries me on this case is the bed sheets. What part worried you about the bed sheets? The fact that she washed those sheets? I'm not understanding why these mothers are not protecting their daughters, not seeing the signs like what. Like, come on, Belinda. It's throwing me. It's throwing me, y'all. It's throwing me that the lies about the cell phone, the lies about the bed, like she's washing the bed sheets, all of a sudden your baby come on missing. The fact that you said the front door was open, the back door was open and the front door was unlocked. Okay, what are you saying? And then thank you, Yolanda. Thank you, Portia. Thank you guys so much for the super stickers. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. And hey, Marty. Yeah, but he don't smell nothing. He's trying to see, like, can I get back there to see what's happening? You got KC Bodyguard going straight in. Like, what's happening here? What's going on? Can you show me some social medias? She doesn't have them. We know they do. We know most kids that age got social media, most of them, unless you're really strict. No smelling of laundry in there. Come on, you're going to smell it laundry. You're going to smell it laundry. By the doors being unlocked, I would have thought kidnapping. Come on. But Twitch, we got to go back to the kids saying they ain't seen us since June. Kids said they hadn't seen us since June. The mother is the only one saying she was home and reported it on she's been missing since August 11, 2024. So why is kids saying I ain't seen her since June? That's what was really strange. Like, this is strange for a mother. But not unless you're hiding something. Would it not be strange? Oh wow, yeah. My dad was a cop, so I really like, yeah. Yeah, you have that right. It's just off. Don't no mother move like this. Shank said protect our kids. Exactly.
The history of Janiah and the second oldest daughter running away from home. When Jasmine was asked
Exactly.
about this, she would just laugh and say, "She ran away from home like I used to. What is going on in this house?" Gary Police Department has been criticized for not helping in this case. There have been many reports of them not following up on tips and are just flat out ignoring family members. There was a petition raised to force the GPD to put out an Amber Alert. GPD says the case doesn't deserve an Amber Alert, but issued a Silver Alert. She's a 13-year-old girl. Issue the damn Amber Alert. For those that don't know the difference between an Amber Alert and a Silver Alert, the Silver Alert is modeled after the Amber Alert. The Amber Alert was created to help locate and safeguard missing children, like in Janiah's case. However, in most states, the Silver Alert applies to.
Shauna said so they didn't put out an Amber Alert. They said that she doesn't deserve an Amber Alert. Because the mom said maybe she ran off. Because we got another mother saying, hey, I think she ran off like I used to. I mean, just that kind of talk. We know this baby was in trouble. From that kind of talk, we know this baby was in trouble. Who's she pregnant by? She's pregnant by her auntie's baby father. Her auntie has a baby, and the baby's father is is the baby's father. Sound like mom got some secrets. Yeah. The mother definitely had something. She's trying to cover something up. Yeah. Shauna, her aunt's boyfriend. It's to say, yeah. The mom said she was a runaway. Said she was a runaway just like her, Dominique. Don't forget. Oh, she just said runaway. She run away. Shit, I used to run away too. Like, that's not what we're that's not what we're hoping not. Because we know from running away, we endured a lot of stuff that, you know what I'm saying, no child should ever have to endure, but that's what comes with the streets. I know. I was a runaway. And it's a lot of stuff that comes, a lot of dark stuff that comes with you thinking you're ready to live that life when you have no idea what it is. Shauna said another one. Yeah, another one. Shaking my head. So that ties the police department's hands. Come on, Dominique. They said there's nothing they can do, but not even an Amber Alert, because her mama said she ran away like she used to. We don't have any missing kids alert at all other than news. Come on, Dark Angel. I'm tired of these babies getting treated like ish. Yes, that's why I feel there should be more laws in place to determine what a runaway is. And it's sad. Get rid of these predators. Come on, y'all. It's sad that the mama even said, oh, she just got run away like I used to. Like that's a trait. And don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? It's a trait if that's what you teach in the house, but it's not a trait that we're just gonna wake up and say, I want to run away. Something's going on in the home. She was in trouble. And from you talking like that, yes, she was in trouble. Listen, I was running. I knew I was running. So when my oldest ran off, I went and found her and started questioning her. Did what the hell I had to do to let her know I'm here for her. Exactly, Levi. Okay, I'm free to be in the chat. Okay, exactly. So what we doing? Because this situation just sounds so familiar, but it's beginning to be again. It's beginning to be all the time. That's BS. Seems like the mom is numb and obsessed with her own self. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. For real, in UK, no alerts. So Dark Angel said in the UK, they don't have alerts in the UK. These kids aren't given a chance. Running away is not a trend. This irritates me. Yeah, it's how she said it. To run away with this child is unhappy. Something is going on. Come on, Sandy.
To the elderly, adults with mental impairment, or both, depending on the state. So not sure why they issued a silver alert and not an amber alert. It just seems like a slap in the face. Janiah's father tried numerous times to file a missing persons report, but was given the runaround by GPD. They asked, did she go missing in Indiana or Chicago? but Janiah resides in Gary, Indiana. Just take the damn report. Delia James.
So the father's like, just take the report. What difference do it make? He putting in that work. He's putting in that work. Something from a lot of these stories we ain't heard. She said, Sandy, yes, I agree. Amber Alerts aren't doing enough for the missing kids either. They're not. While the father was getting around, come on, twitching. Hey, Blue Devil G, salute, bruh, salute. I'm with the father. That's where I've been at since I heard him. And the fact that he's getting to run around. He is getting to run around, y'all. The father. Finally, somebody stepping up saying, hey, I want to do the right thing. I wasn't able to be there, and it wasn't because of me, but he's taking accountability that, hey, I could have did better. He did say that. Hey, Zilla. She said, this doesn't make any sense. She's 13. She is a child. Let's go. It don't. She said, he trying at least. He's trying. Thank you for coming, Portia. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you, love, for becoming a member. Welcome to the Riders. Thank you, love. She said, we got to have more laws to protect our babies. That's what I'm saying. This ain't working. Now that it's a black man involved, showing up, stepping up, he getting tore down it's like they punching this man every which way but left. Every time he go down, he got documents. Like, he's getting his lawyers to file documents. Like, he's working double overtime, y'all, right now. To get, make sure he got the money to get the lawyer to do it. And every time he does, like he said he went down there because they took his taxes. Like, she ain't got the kids. My daughter's missing. Can we focus on my daughter missing? And they said, she's going to keep getting funds until whenever, because your daughter's not unalived, correct? He was like, I don't know. She's missing. I don't know what's going on with my daughter. But how she get money? And because at the end, it's going to tell y'all what she done. What this mother who's showing no emotions, no sympathy, no nothing. So one parent said she ran away. So when the other reported her missing, they wouldn't listen to him. What the hell? Yes. He said the police knocked on his door. Y'all. He said the police knocked on his door and would have flyers in their hand and said, hey, we're missing. He said he just thought that was coming about his daughter. He said they passed them flyers of another child missing, another girl. He said it broke his heart because he was like, he's encountered no officer that's looking for his daughter or gave him a flyer. Or he's seen pass out a flyer of his daughter. He said, yeah, you know what? I'll look for it. I'll pass them out, but he gave him a stack of Janiah's and said, but I'm going to need you to pass these out too. This is my daughter that's missing. And I was like, damn. He's like, and I need you to make awareness that my daughter's missing. Can you put some pressure on her name? This is the father. I was like, okay, I was clapping for him. Like, we need more like that. Yes. I was the police behind mine, went to everybody's door all hours of the night until I found you. You better know it. Damn, this is sad. I got to do my research on this because there's no way. Yeah. The mother in the interview seemed like she just doesn't care. And after this, y'all, I'm going to show y'all that interview that Shank Rock's talking about. And she said crazy as hell. She said, Lexi, it is. She said clapping for the father. Yeah, the father put in that work. So big shout out to him.
Janiah's grandmother, on her mother's side, has been searching nonstop for Janiah. She's been going out every night for hours upon hours searching. She's very determined to bring her granddaughter home safe and sound. Now, according to the father, the last time anyone has actually seen Janiah was on June, on the last day of school. Delia James stated she hadn't seen Janiah since June 2. This is especially strange because Janiah frequented that grandmother's house. This brings up an important question. Who can actually verify on the night of August 11th, Janiah was actually there? The only people that can verify this information would be Jasmine, her girlfriend Kiera, and the little kids. Could Jasmine and Kiera be lying?
So the kids saying, the grandmother said, she even said she hadn't seen her since the end of June when school was let out. She hadn't seen her since the last day of school. The kids is even saying they ain't seen her since June. Why is the mama who didn't see her leave that reported her August the 11th didn't see her leave, but yet you could tell the police what the little girl had on. But why ain't nobody else seen her since June? Why the kids? You would think the kids would see her with her being there, right? That they ain't seen her. Maybe white, but I might be white, but I could tell a black man is treated like bums. We had to educate our black boys on how to behave with cops. Absolutely, Dark Angel. Absolutely. And black or white. The facts are, you know what I'm saying? How she's talking, how she's treating this baby. And to think, what really was that conversation? Because they said, hey, Lisa. They said she threatened to kick the baby in the stomach the night they argued. You find out your 13-year-old baby, you're not talking about kicking her in no stomach. Right there. When I tell y'all, people paint their own stories for me to say, while I'm writing it down, down notes, I'm like, what was your part? What was your role? What you do to your baby? When I ran away, my mom knew I ran away. I told her, still reporting missing. It was an Amber Alert and everything. I had motherfuckers at school telling me they seen it. I was embarrassed. Me too. I was in the library, baby. My mom had my picture in the library. I was up, I would go to get the Wi-Fi and stuff. At the time, that's when Wi-Fi was first coming out. So you could use it at the library because I didn't have a phone or anything, you know, so everything was just new to me. But I could connect with people if I went through, and I think it was MySpace. Everybody had MySpace at the time. Facebook wasn't even jumping, it was MySpace. So I was going to the library and I see my face and I was like, oh my God. And then I think one of the women noticed me and I never went back to that one. I was like, damn it, she's really got me like on posters. But I'm glad she did. It saved my life. I'm probably here for that reason. The mama knows exactly where that baby is. I'm tired of this world. Zilla Shankrock, me too. She said, damn it, man. She said, same Shankrock. Sound like the mother's trying to mess up the investigation. Time not matching up from the last time she was seen. See, I do that too. Yeah. Wait, what the hell? June, July. No one sees her mom reports as a runaway in August. And remember, Belinda, she said she don't see the little girl. She said she don't see her own daughter. She just got up to use the bathroom and she walks to the room and sees. Now, what made you walk to her room? But she was checking on the kids and noticed her gone. So when she noticed that the hangers was even gone, the clothes was off the hanger in the room, she went further to go to the back door. She went to the back door, said it was all open, and the front door was unlocked. And then she had cameras, y'all. But on this day of all days, on August the 10th, your cameras don't work. Your cameras no longer work. Strange.
When asked about who could have last seen Janiah, Jasmine immediately started pointing fingers at this little boy, Lakeith, who went to school with Janiah. She claimed that Janiah was being held against her will. She went on to accuse Lakeith and his mother of detaining her daughter.
So what we have to do is let Casey take the lead on everything. Whatever we get, we have to give to him so him and his team can do it. We are not going to get her by ourselves. They're not going to give us her. They're not going to give her to us. So let them, whatever lead you get, if you don't want to send it to me, send it to him and let them take the lead. Because the boy just called him. He ain't calling us. They're the one offering the reward money now. So now they're really going to give him information. So he has to take the lead on everything. I'm even stepping back and letting him do his thing. Now that we know that she's being held against her will with this McKee side, we can't do it but let him take lead, or we're going to go pick her up and we're going to have to put her in a bag, and I don't want that.
I mean, listen to the mother, y'all. She's talking about her baby missing and was like, she blamed it on a young man named Lateef. Blamed it on a young man named Lateef. Lateef and her mother got her. And, you know, let Kevin take care of it. She said, bullshit, shaking my head. The mother definitely knows where that baby is. Absolutely. Yeah, my CCTV does that too when I unplug them. Yeah. So, what mother steps back, yo? Come on. So now, you blamed it on a young man named Lateef. Imagine being a mother that, you know, you look at the news and your son's pictures on, or you hear the stories of the news about a young lady up at the age of 13 coming up missing, and your house is being targeted by the mother. Y'all got to pay attention. We got the mother now saying it's a war money up. It's a war money up. So let Kevin handle it. Now let's let Kevin handle it. Now let's let Kevin Collins, KC the Bodyguard, handle it. Hey, Lisa. Now let's let Kevin handle it. Now you want Kevin. Yeah, it's a war money up, y'all. So it's a war money up. So I know they're gonna give up. We might get in a body bag, but y'all might get in a body bag. Who's talking like that? Save our children. Child, come on. You talking about your daughter, you know, at least she'll be coming, you know, I'll get her back in a body bag with me. I don't even want to think like that. Like, what are you talking about? Lady, what are you talking about? Seriously. The mother threw rocks in her hands. Yeah. I'm protecting us. Like, wait a minute. And you're just off by 1,000 to be a mother. The conversation is spooky. You know what you done, that you've done something or had a hand in it. Definitely had a hand in it. Your daughter's disappearance at 13, pregnant by your sister's baby daddy. And that he was touching your other child that's younger than her. She's 13, so how much younger, and why didn't you press charges? Why are we getting from y'all that you're not pressing charges? Like, you let it go. No, you can let it go. What about them babies? What about the trauma that he's induced on them? What are you talking about? And as a mother, no, we don't let shit like that go. We just don't. Because that means them baby wasn't being protected. And again, from listening to her, I know something more has happened. Because I'm definitely not hoping my child come back like that. Come on. Like this, so morbid. It is. It's. Let's finish getting into it, guys.
And her mother would aggressively harass Lakeith to the point where police were called. Jasmine never expressed the reason why she believed Lakeith had something to do with it, or why him and his mother would be holding her captive. With tensions mounting, the private investigator was able to set up a meeting for Jasmine and Lakeith's mother to get on the phone and talk out their disagreements. Lakeith's mother agreed to the call because she wanted to prove that she had nothing to do with Janiah's disappearance. She was tired of her and her children getting harassed every day. She just wanted to clear her name. So they agreed to set a time for a conference call. But when the time came, Jasmine ignored the calls and simply wouldn't pick up. She flat out...
Jasmine don't want to do... Now, you done accused Lateef. So we got KC the Bodyguard going like, okay, look, we got a case of a young 13-year-old girl pregnant, missing, that's saying she's in your car. That it's been a kidnapping, boom. We hear them. What, like, we need answers. So the woman's like, I'm willing to talk. Because she wants to clear her name. We ain't mad at her. She want to clear her name. Yeah, it's the young one. She was setting up Casey. You're trying. Yeah. Yeah. She was trying. So the mother's like, yeah, I'm willing to have a conference and clear our name. Police can come through her, swipe the house, everything can get done. And now Jasmine, the mother, don't want to be involved. But you was just on the phone telling them like, hey, even though she might come out in a body bag, at least we'll have a way. What? Now that, okay, like, you talking about finding your baby in a body bag, which is just horrific and disturbing. Like, what? I'd have been on the phone like, it couldn't be me on the phone with some of these people because wait a minute, what did you just say? Why are we hoping that? Like, why would you say that? I'm knowing we on a mission, but just hearing the mother say that, I would just stop the conversation like, wait a minute, what did you just say? I'm sorry, but what did you just say? Kids are God's given, and I wish the parents would treat them as they are, just to protect our kids. Tried but clocked it. and put out the station. Yes. Hey, Suntan, my love. But the mother's on her saying the most. And now that the mama, Latif's mama's like, look, my son ain't having nothing to do with this. That baby ain't in my home. I wish she was. The mama's like, I wish she was. I wish she was, because then I know she'd be okay. But Jasmine, why you don't want to get on that conference? It's about your daughter. 13. Missing. Pregnant by your sister's BD that we know is grown. And then you got a younger daughter that was also essayed by this man that you said, no, I forgot. I don't want to just forget about it, and I'm not pressing charges. So we got 2 babies suffering. One's missing, 13 pregnant by him. We're protecting a monster. Who all had hands in this baby being gone? That a father is saying, in my gut, I know something's happened to my baby. She's no longer with us. He said, but I don't know what emotions people want me to have because my baby been gone for a long time. And all these conflicting stories got me thinking, you know, it's a possibility my baby's gone. And that's sad. It is some cold people in this world, real cold.
Refused to talk to Lakeith's mother. The investigator would ask Lakeith and his mother to join a live to get her side of the story and a chance to clear her name.
I really wish she was in my house and I would have knew she was safe. And I keep telling young people when they first came over here, I really wish they would have let you get in contact with me. And I asked them before y'all even started bringing the police over here, if they wanted to walk through my house themselves, if we could have, me and my family could have stepped outside, I would have no problem. But like I said, I really wish she was at my house and I knew she was safe. And I'm sorry y'all going through this.
The following day, after the live, Jasmine would attempt to fire Kevin Collins, aka KC Bodyguard, as the private investigator, but he wasn't hired by Jasmine. He was hired by Latanya, Janiah's grandmother on her father's side. Ultimately, Lakeith and his family was investigated and cleared of any wrongdoing. At this time, they are not implicated in the disappearance of.
So Latif and his mother, they do their thing. She's like, I'm willing they can come in the house. I wish she was here. So I know that baby's okay. She's safe. She's alive. You know what I'm saying? Basically showing love for that baby. Like, we would never harm her if she was here. We would never harm her. But y'all welcome to come in and swipe the house, swab the house, whatever. And let's start a Zoom so I can clear me and my son's name. So police do their thing, boom. Latif and his mother's clean. But Jasmine, for some reason that KC is Kevin the bodyguard, Kevin Collins, KC the bodyguard sets up a meeting like, hey, the situation, y'all gonna have to do a statement. We're gonna need a public statement. And this is what consists of that public statement. And I get him saying what you got to be willing to do to show us that the baby's not hurt because they're saying she's hurt. So Latif's mama's, any mother, like, hell yeah, I'm willing to talk to whoever. Ain't nobody in her. We talking about missing. And a lot of stuff come up when a child is missing. So she's like, let's do it. Jasmine was saying to them earlier that she might come out. I might have to get my baby in a body bag, but we going up in there. But now that they going in the house, you want to fire KC, which is KC the bodyguard, Kevin Collins, because he interviewed that lady and she want to clear her name because you're telling everybody that your baby's over there with them. She doesn't want kidnapping. The mother needs to be charged at this point. She was involved very much so. Hey, Tony. Twitching, she was. But hey, Kenya, my love. But she don't want to sit down. And now the day that he gets the people that are supposed to have your baby, that's 13 and pregnant, missing, he gets them in a Zoom and gets the police and everybody to go over there and check the woman's house, however it went down. And you're firing somebody you didn't hire. Now you're ready to fire Casey the bodyguard. That further lets me know what's your involvement. What did you do to your baby? What's running through your head so sick that you would do something to your baby or allow somebody to do it? Because it's right there. You painting a picture for her. You firing somebody you didn't hire. You didn't hire him, ma'am. And you're firing him because he's checking up on the safety of your child. Hey, this is something strange with these stories to me.
Of Janiah. Once they were cleared, the fingers pointed back to Jasmine, and that was just the first red flag. The second red flag would be when Jasmine would go on to tell investigators that Janiah and the second oldest daughter were repeatedly by Jasmine's sister's boyfriend or child's father, and that she didn't report it or do anything to protect them. Is this true? Why would she continue to allow her children over there? And could he be the father of Janiah's child? The third red flag was when the investigator and search team would go out searching and attempt to raise awareness. Jasmine wouldn't attend. She would always decline. She stated it's because she had warrants and didn't want to deal with the police. Now, I don't know about you, but if my child's missing, I'm getting out there and I'm searching. I'm spreading her name out there. I'm getting awareness out there. I don't care about warrants. I'm turning the city up.
She didn't want to do it. This is another crazy case. Yeah. She didn't want to do it. She did not want to talk about her daughter. She said, I don't want to talk about them. I got warrants. I don't want to talk about what? Hey, Nola. Hey, OG Jamel. What? Sorry, I got a cold. So sorry. But yeah, she didn't want to do anything. She said, I got warrants. I ain't. What y'all want me to talk about? What you mean? Your daughter missing. And then we're going to say, she said, that was a multiple great by her sister's baby daddy with her kids. That was never reported. Thank you, Nola. Thank you for the super sticker love. Thank you. That was never reported. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. It's a different kind of your daughter. Come on. She said several times. Is you telling it now? Now they got me thinking, is you telling it because your daughter missing? Is here a possibility? Because why did you tell that? If you didn't report it, why didn't you tell that? Exactly, Shan. Why didn't you tell that? Me neither, Dark Angel. Me neither. I'm trying to understand it. You brought that up. Why? And then said both your daughters. Like, oh my. The trauma that these kids are have to endure with these monsters. And no help from the authorities. Thank you, Nola. Thank you, baby, for the super sticker. Thank you, love. No, nothing for the authority. Just nothing from the authorities. Like, we can't put an Amber Alert on her. She's a runaway. Her mom says she does it like she used to do it. You purposely did that to your daughter. The father is sitting here sad, upset. Said he can't sleep, can't do nothing but work. He don't care what it takes to have a reunion, have a memorial for his child. He said he wants to work double overtime. Hey, Paula. Hey, love. Well, I guess me and you on Positive Vibes going to time out together. Hey, Zilla, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you, Zilla. Appreciate you so much. It's a sad. It's poor baby. And again, what was the house like? Because y'all gonna hear a little bit more. And then I got another live. You guys make sure you pull up at my other live after we done this one, because this one is strictly about Janiah. So I don't want to take the focus off of her, but I am going live after this. She said she did it on purpose, knowing the police department's hands were tied. Let's go, Dominique. Let's go, Dom. Absolutely. That's absolutely what she done. Absolutely.
Upside down. It just seemed like her daughter wasn't a priority to her, and she wasn't taking this serious. The fourth red flag was when the investigator asked Jasmine to put together a video to raise awareness of her daughter's disappearance. Of course, Jasmine declined, stating that she doesn't know what to say in the video, so the investigator would have to tell her what to say. And this was the video that was produced.
What up? My boy, KC. Currently out here in Gary, Indiana, again, looking for a 13-year-old girl that's been missing since Sunday. This is the mom, and she's going to tell you a little bit more about her daughter.
My daughter's name is Janiah Mcmichael. She's 13 years old. She's about 4 feet tall. She was last seen leaving home off of Virginia Street in Gary, Indiana, around Sunday night. If y'all have any leads, Janiah, if you see this baby, you can come home. Please come home. That's all we want. We want to know that you're safe and that you are okay. If you don't want to come home to me, reach out to an aunt, reach out to one.
She didn't cry none, y'all, in this video. She doing with Kevin, Casey, the bodyguard. She's not crying nothing. But you denied it. You denied it. And he's like, you got to do this. You got to do this video. And he had to tell her what to say. The father said he said, man, when he told me we had to do a video, he said, we done it. We got it done so fast. The mother's girlfriend lawyered up already. Wow, did she? Angelique? Why she lawyer up? Why she lawyer up? Why did she lawyer up? Twitching said, I got warrants. Your child is missing. F those warrants. Zilla said, my heart breaks for these babies. Yeah. She said, shaking my damn head. Come on, y'all. She said, wow, just when I thought my heart couldn't break any further, I don't know how people do things like this, because sleeping perfect. I mean, sleeping like, because who got to tell us as mothers what to say when our babies come up missing? I would only deny it for the simple fact if I don't even know how to feel because my kids ain't missing, but if just thinking about it is cringy. But just if I don't want to think about, maybe I need time to talk. Give me time. But I know time can't be wasted in these kind of cases, so let me take that back. You don't have to be. Now, when me and Shank Rock did, just taking it for a second, we did Switching Lanes, the miniseries we did. We didn't never write a script down. It was always memorized. The same way motherhood is. It's stored. It's stored. Even when you're a little young, you might not know some things, but then the nurturing comes naturally. It just does. Justice for Janiah Rogers, absolutely, Shane. Some of these chicks don't need children. I lose my mind literally. Come on. Look like the kids need tracking devices on something. Allison, but I never wanted to be like, it's a different kind of mothering that's going on. It's not enough love. It's not enough nurturing. We could tell from these stories. And the mother is now putting it on the daughter's, said the daughter was fast, living horse ways, stuff that shouldn't be talked about. Let's say that. Even if that was the case, it's nothing to do with my baby missing. Because again, I got to evaluate myself. I got to reevaluate me. My parenting. What caused this? Because a 13-year-old just ain't doing stuff if it ain't starting in the home. I guess not all kids are the same, but I'm just saying when it's taught obedience and all of that is taught in the house, you know, you got to respect me. You're going to respect my crib. You're going to just hands down. And I get that all kids ain't good because not saying not good, but some kids are promiscuous. I was. But in my running away, my mom wasn't out there telling the community I was a whore. These are the words she's using. So I'm using her words, saying those kind of nasty things about her child being missing and not heard from or nothing. While the father's over like, man, like, it hurts my stomach. My head hurt. Everything about this man hurts on him to know his daughter's out there and this woman that he laid down and had her with has not occurred in the world. Just saying whatever about his child. And he's having such a good heart. He don't even want to do nothing to the mother by putting this kind of language out about their daughter because he just wants the baby home safe. So he keeps getting punched in the gut, punched in the gut, punched in the gut. And having children in this age group is more scary, but teaches us to pay attention more. Yes, it does. I be having to go quiet because I got quiet and I prayed. Yes. Belinda, yes. And even if she is fast, I'm still gonna get her like, what the hell is wrong with these broads? Yes. What does one have to do with a missing baby? Apples and oranges. Let's go. Let's go.
One of your grandmas, cousins, somebody to let us know that you are okay. We want you and we want to come get you, please.
Share this. Don't just let this, don't just watch this. Share this, man. Help us spread the word. Bring her home. This is a real life situation. This ain't no joke. So, call in with tips. Please leave serious tips.
Yes, please.
You don't have time for the games. Share this. Help us. If you want to help, get out here search. Feel free to inbox me, DM me, call me, 773-983-2808. Need to bring her home now. From Indiana to Illinois, I need everybody on board again. With tag on the news stations, radio stations, the governors, the mayors, everybody needs to be on board.
Please, Janiah, come home. That's all we want. We're out here searching and we're not going to stop until we get you home.
She wasn't emotional in the video at all, which I know everyone processes emotions and grief differently, but with all of the other red flags that have been adding up, I find this to be strange. Jasmine has been quoted as saying she doesn't want any attention around her missing daughter. She doesn't want her story on the news, the radio, and doesn't want it on social media.
Jasmine says she doesn't want her daughter on the news. She doesn't want her daughter's story on the news. She doesn't want her daughter's story on the radio. She doesn't want her daughter's story on these platforms. She don't want her daughter's story out there. I'm like you, Belinda, on this one. I'm going to keep quiet. It's one of those you just like, you know what I'm saying, for the sake of the baby. For the sake of us in the Indiana area, be on the lookout for Janiah Mcmichael Rogers, please. I have the number. I got it on my community video. I actually shared, and I want to drop Casey's number outside this video, this live, in the comments. I'm gonna pin it. If y'all see the missing kids that have been talked about in your area, always look for your area. Listen for the area the child was last seen in, because it just might be your area. You never know when we're gonna see a child that is missing and being reported missing. We just don't know. We're hoping it never comes to that, but if we see them, we do want to report it. And I hope this baby's found alive. Even though listening to this mother, and it's cringy. Because now we got to sympathize with the baby, because we know, if, like I said, if y'all act like this in death, how was it when these kids was in the home? And I do mean really, like, what was it like in that home? So I'm scared for the baby outside, but I'm also scared for her for the things that her and her baby sister with the essay, with the auntie's boyfriend had to endure, and you have a mother saying, hey, it happened. She's guilty. Yeah, absolutely. Me shaking my head, Miss Parker, where is this story from? This story's from Indiana, Gary, Indiana. It happened. She said the kids said that they didn't see her since June of 2024. Her mother didn't report it till August, stating that she didn't see her. She woke up to use the restroom, noticed that she was out of the bed, clothes off the hanger, doors unlocked, doors open. But yet she told the police what the little girl had on. That told me a lot. I have a baby by my stepdad, and I tell my story could save lives. I pray for good results, but it's not looking good. It's not. Some stories you just know, like some stories you really just be like, you can kind of, and it's sad to say you don't want to really put it out there because you don't know, but it's some stories you can kind of tell like it's not a good ending to this. And Shauna, whenever you're ready to tell your story, I'm here, love, okay? And we're here for you. Even if you want to tell it by yourself in the chat, because you just want to vent, it's okay. And nobody's going to judge you or mistreat you for what you've been through. Well, since she has warrants, the police department needs to add on some more. I meant to ask Casey that. Because y'all gonna hear a little bit more, and then we're gonna get out of here. I want to hear y'all partial lives, and I want to do a part 2 to this because Casey did state that he was busy and had some stuff going on due to me getting back late, and I'm not mad at him for going on with his schedule and stuff like that. But I do want to keep her name alive, so I will be doing a recap on this and looking for some more information. Who just dropped in and said the girlfriend is lawyered up. One of my members dropped that in here and said her. And I want to see why. Angelique. It was Angelique. Angelique is saying that Jasmine's girlfriend, the mother's girlfriend, is lawyered up. Why is she lawyered up? What happened? What happened, Jasmine's girlfriend?
So she's really going to hate me making this YouTube video. She doesn't want to raise awareness in any way. And I wonder why. The fifth red flag. Jasmine stated that Janiah does not have a cell phone, so they're unable to track her whereabouts using cellular data. But her little sister stated to the investigator that she had a phone and she used it constantly. The sixth red flag. She initially said she noticed her daughter was missing at 12:45 a.m. when she got up to use the bathroom and didn't report it until 8 hours later. That seems a little odd to me. But she would go on later and tell a news reporter that she didn't notice her daughter missing until she got the kids up for school the next morning. The seventh red flag. One day out of the blue, Jasmine would send a screenshot of a vehicle to the private investigator. She claimed that Janiah got into this car with someone. The investigator reviewed this footage and he cannot see her get into the car with anyone. The car didn't even come in front of the house. The video footage didn't even show Janiah at all. Still no proof that Janiah left the house on her own volition.
So she told Casey, the bodyguard, she got in his car. Now we done cleared Lateef and his mother. Now she's got in a car. As if he's a private investigator. He's gonna investigate, dummy. The fact that she told him that story, so he goes and gets the tape. She must be Shannon and Annette's cousin. Child. Too many similarities. All right, Shauna, baby. Yeah, too many similarities. It's too many. It's scary, twitching. It's really scary. It's really scary. And you don't want to do you don't want to do the conferences. You say you don't want your baby on social medias. On the radio station. Come on, you fight for your babies. Come on, Yolanda. Yolanda said, I would want my baby's name on TV and everywhere. Right there, you sound guilty. Could that be why Angelique, her girlfriend, is lawyered up? I'm pretty sure it's time to get lawyered up. The mother's girlfriend, yeah, she was with a girl. Jasmine was with a woman. And now she's lawyered up. Why are you lawyered up? Because the mama said she ran away like she used to. Why are you lawyered up? Pregnant by the aunts? What? Yeah. And don't forget her youngest sister. If she's 13, if Janiah Mcmichael Rogers is 13, how old is your other baby that's younger than her? that he's touching. That you said you just want to forget about it. Wait, what? You want to forget about it? Like, some just don't. That's what sounds more scarier when they knowing. Not that it happened to one daughter, it happened to two. She said, lawyer up, meaning you're trying to prove you're innocent. Shaking my head. Why is these parents taking the phone away from these children? I don't know. It's almost like they trying to save themselves because the kids are talking. Could be where the kids ain't getting treated right, and I don't know. But yeah, she's
The eighth and final red flag, and let's be honest, it's probably going to be a lot more. Jasmine didn't really want her children anymore. Yes, you heard that correct. Jasmine did not want to be a mother anymore. And text.
Did y'all hear that? Runaway or not, it's still a child of minor that's not effing home. So it should be handled with absolutely. You said it best. You all said it best. Did y'all hear that? Jasmine wants to give up her kids now. She don't want to be a mother. She don't want to be a mother now. Your baby missing and pregnant by your sister's BD. Then you got another trauma child in the house that's being touched by the BD. Only for your baby, the heat to be coming down on where your baby is. And Casey, the bodyguard, is down there stunting, so forget about it. And Casey, the bodyguard, is down there putting the heat on y'all. And you just say, I don't want the kids. I don't want none of my kids. Ouch. Imagine being a preteen, and that's one of the stories in the town. Your sister, your 13th sister, was pregnant by the aunt's BD, and how your mom was saying on social media how she didn't want none of her kids. She didn't want to be a mother. That has left the fathers out of their lives. They said every one of her kids met the same fate as Antonio Rogers. They wouldn't allow it in their children's lives. And imagine that, you guys. It's a lot of 13-year-olds pregnant by the uncles, play uncle, stepdaddies like my father. Dang, sis, that hit me when you said that. Like my father. Praying for you, sister, because ooh, that hurt. She said, what the F? Yeah. Where's the auntie and her BD? Exactly. They need to go on like a hoe up too. What is wrong with these young people in the world today? It's crazy. You're supposed to protect these children. But y'all heard what she said, but collecting them benefits. And don't forget, Belinda, the father said that, the court said that she can collect those benefits for those children. He said hers and his anyway. Young 13-year-old Janiah Mcmichael, because they said she hasn't been pronounced unalive. And I was like, damn it. Shit. If that ain't enough to hurt you hearing some shit like that, you go to court like, hey. You tell a judge, hey, I'm here to say, I don't think nothing's good is going to come out of this about our daughter. She's been missing too long. No, nothing. And it's not like her to not even talk to my mother or talk to her grandmother like that. And all you get out of this is, well, your daughter hasn't been found unalive, so technically she's not doing nothing wrong. What? Should have kept your damn legs closed with locks. I just want to be like you when I grow up, Miss Parker. Shauna, girl, you doing your thing down there. You doing enough. You are great at being you, and I love you for being you. No, I was saying she want to forget about all this incest. Well, yeah. Y'all saying young people, but it stemmed from the abuse of the older generation. So stop with that younger people BS unless we want to address the entire situation. I agree. I'm agree with Dominique. I'm agree with Dominique because I've been saying it starts at home. It really does. It's what our kids see in the home, and it is all kinds of abuse. It's not just physical or it's just sexual abuse. It's mental, emotional. So I understand. But now we to the point where Jasmine don't want to be a mother. Like, just woke up, I don't want to be a mother today. Look, you know what? Y'all can have my kids. I'm done being a mother. I'm done. But let's see what she said.
Text messages reveal she discussed giving up her children to DCFS. In a text message, she said her girlfriend wasn't the reason why she wanted to give her kids to the state, but she made a reference to her children causing issues in her relationship with Kiera. Was she being pressured by Kiera to get rid of her children? Or was this the scheme that she...
How you have a conversation like that with your children? How do you even, you don't love me to think that you're going to have a conversation with me about my kids, curses of our forefathers, shaking my head. Let me just listen. How you have a conversation with your kids to tell them that you don't want to be a mother? Or even let somebody else come to you about your kids and say, hey, you just got to get rid of them. What? Because once you get to me, it ain't that, I might love you. But that love leaves a lot of that love leaves when you talk about my children. Or you count them out as if we're not a package. Now ain't no counting them out. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying? We having that kind of conversation. That's not a conversation we have in a relationship because you knew that coming in. If you want kids, if you want to deal with people and their kids, I do. I already know what I want in a relationship and what I don't want, and what I'm tolerating and what I'm not tolerating. I already know that. I already got that together. So if he say he got young kids, I don't want to date him. It might not be, he might be a great man, but it's some things I don't want to deal with in a relationship coming in. And you knew she had kids going in, but this is the kind of conversations y'all having, and this is why we have a 13-year-old pregnant by her auntie's baby daddy, Janiah Michael Rogers, missing at 13 and pregnant.
She hatched on her own. So with that, let's get into some theories on this case. Be sure to leave a comment on what you think happened. My first theory is Janiah went missing back in June when school ended. She may have gotten to an argument with her mom because her mom found out she was pregnant, and she actually attempted to beat the baby out of her, just like she mentioned to the investigator. And in the process, she accidentally killed Janiah. I think Jasmine might only be reporting her missing now because school was starting that day. And when Janiah doesn't show up to school, officials will be knocking on her door asking about Janiah. She already had CPS applying pressure to her, and she knew it would just be a matter of time. My next theory is that maybe Janiah ran away. It sounds like the house was toxic and evil, and she could have fled for many possible reasons. Maybe she was pregnant and didn't want to bring her child into that environment. She has a cell phone. Maybe she met up with someone. There was a sighting of her on the 6900 block of South St. Lawrence Street in Chicago's West Woodland, where Jasmine Mcmichael formerly resided before moving to Gary, Indiana. Now, Jasmine doesn't have any family residing in that area, so it may just be a coincidence that she was sighted there. During Dahlia James's search efforts, there's been reports of a couple harassing the search team, following them around, calling them names.
Who y'all got following around the search team for your daughter? Who harasses a search team? Let's be honest. Who's harassing a search team? Calling them names, doing all of this stuff to mess up your daughter's investigation. But before we get into that, let me show you guys, before we get up at her, let me show you this clip of the mother.
But that I'm not concerned about any of that right now. All I know, can you listen to me? For what? more than 4 months. I'm trying to count up the months, or at least since August, right? It's January. I'm telling you what I've done. I've been reporting on your daughter's disappearance. I started a petition the FBI to get involved.
Let's be for real. Everything that you have reported has not been A1. It's not been 100% accurate.
That's why.
Where are the facts?
That's why I said, can you let me talk? Because I want to get to the heart of the facts. I've been doing everything I can to really get the police more involved, so we don't have a situation that we have right now. Whereas we have, let me talk, a 13-year-old that has been missing since August 11th here, at least from what you have stated, right? So we forget making assumptions. Any of that. We're going to go with the August 11th. So what I want to do really, that was really important, is talk about August 11th. She's 13 years old. She's missed part of the school year. We'll be coming to the close of the 2024-2025 school year. That's a problem. 13 years old. So can we talk about what happened and what your daughter was doing at 5 o'clock p.m. on August 11th? That's where I really forget everything else. He doesn't matter, don't nobody else matter. I just want to know what happened those hours leading up to when you realized your daughter was missing. Nothing else really matters to me at all.
Honestly, well, I'm here to be honest, none of y'all opinions matter. That's what it is, honestly, because I have a whole child out here missing that we search for, because people say we don't search for. We search for her.
I'm not giving an opinion. Can I talk? It's not fair to me.
August 11th wasn't the day. August 11th was the day of her sister's birthday party, and August 11th was the day that we had the conversation. August 11th night, after that conversation, August 12th morning, when it was time to get everybody up, is when I realized she wasn't in the home.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question? This is very important. What was happening the hours leading up to her going to bed for the night, or at least you thought she would sleep for the night? Yes, that's important, because those are the hours leading up to her disappearance. So August 11th, the day before, we know she... But that I'm not concerned about any.
What? That's the mother. That's the mother, y'all. That's the mother of Janiah Mcmichael Rogers. And the woman's like, I'm trying to get police involved. Hey, James, I'm trying to do this. She's taking time out of her day because she's caring about the case. She's like, I'm trying to do this. Can I talk to the woman? Jasmine's on her over talking to the lady. Yeah, Dominique, mentally unstable. Hey, like what we doing? It said nothing y'all talking about matters. Hey, LaTanya, nothing matters. She's saying nothing that woman's saying matter, but she's saying I'm involved with the police trying to make them get on this case and take this case more serious. Why ain't she? You up there saying everything you saying is wrong. Nah, it's what we get from y'all. People gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop getting on her with this. Cause you know once your child comes up missing, everything about you comes to light. Everything. It's just something that happens. When it's an unaliving or it's missing, everything about us comes to the public light. Now, if you was being more of a mother, you know this. It wouldn't even be this. We wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be there doing what you was doing on that lady's platform. She's guilty as sin. That's why it took so long to report. Hey, Real Vibe. Twitching said, I'm confused. And I am. Like, I'm just being honest. It's one more part to this, guys. It's a little bit more to go. We great to see Shaq the food.
Leading up to her going to bed for the night, or at least you thought she was asleep for the night. Yes, that's important because those are the hours leading up to her disappearance. So August 11th, the day before, we know she allegedly disappeared sometime after midnight. I get that. I just want to know 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, or at least if you can tell me, hey, I went to bed around this time. If you could just give me that much, what you remember her doing and what you remember happening in the house before you went to sleep, and tell me what time that was.
What happening was her coming back home from an aunt's house and us celebrating her sister's birthday, because her sister's birthday is August 11th. So we did cupcakes saying happy birthday that night. After that, all the kids decided to play. We sat at the table. We had a conversation. She stormed upstairs to her room, and that was that. Her sister seen her that night because she shares a room with one of her sisters. She seen her that night, and Janiah told her she was going to get water for her to lay back down. She did what she was told. She went back to sleep. That morning is when I noticed that she was gone because I'm getting them up to get them ready.
What time was that I saw in an article, I believe that it was saying like 5 in the morning. Do you remember around what time you noticed she was not there?
Between 5 and 5:30, I was getting them up to get ready for school.
And when you checked her room, did you notice anything noticeably missing from her room?
Yeah, we discussed that with the police. Yes, everything was discussed with the police. You want me to go into detail? I don't have to go into detail.
Okay.
I don't owe you or your followers details.
Okay. Can I at least ask, how do you know what she had on? Because there was a description of clothing, and you said that. Hold on, I'm going from articles that I've actually X'd out. So I'm going from, hopefully that was accidental. If not, that's fine. So I was asking a question based on articles I've actually read because I've done a lot of research. So I did want to know, how was she able to give a description? So that's what my question is that I was attempting to ask Miss Mcmichael, how she was able to give a description of what her daughter was wearing, if exactly to the T. And that's why I asked about items missing, so she'll know, like, she can at least tell me, well, these pants were missing, these shoes were not there, they're normally by the door, just something. And so I didn't get that, so I can get an idea, well, if they miscommunicated something in the media, because there was clothing description given, but time and time again, we were hearing from family members that, you know, she sort of woke up, Miss Mcmichael, and realized her daughter was gone. So I want to know, like, how did you coming to terms that of what your daughter had on? Like, she had certain types of shoes on. That's what I was trying to get to. So what I'm going to do is just report what has been alleged, and I am going to continue investigating what has been alleged. And what has been alleged is that 62-year-old Nathaniel Walker had SA'd Janiah, 13-year-old Janiah Mcmichael Rogers, that was alleged by, I'm just going to refer to her as Miss Bailey. Being respectful, want to put the Miss in front of her name. Not only did she state, because I have screenshots, she came to my Facebook public group to defend her son. So I just want to clear that out before I bring Miss Olivia on. She came to my public group, and I did not delete the post. If she did, that's fine, but I got the receipt. I have the screenshots.
Did y'all hear all of this? And I got the clip of Nathaniel, but I'm gonna save it for part 2. For 13-year-old missing Janiah Mcmichael Rogers. If you're in the Indiana area, I can grab the flyers for you guys, but I did share a clip where salute to Casey the Bodyguard. He said he needs volunteers. He said he's willing to come to your city if you have someone that's missing and he needs to put in the footwork. He'll definitely come in your city. If you're a content creator or you're just somebody in the community that's wanting to find somebody missing in your community, he said he's willing to come down. So salute to Casey the Bodyguard out there putting in that footwork. And he said this really captured him. He said he had other cases, but he said once he got the call about Janiah, he said he went and investigated, and he said after hearing so much hate come from the mother, he knew he had to find this baby. He said he just knew he had to find this baby by any means necessary. He said he doesn't care how far he has to go to look for her. And then they're hearing from and I keep going to Casey's page and I keep hearing him call out Nathaniel. And boy, did y'all just hear about Nathaniel. And when y'all see Nathaniel, I'm thinking when they was talking about BD of the auntie, I thought they was talking about a 40, 30s, 40s. But this old man, you guys, oh my God, it gives me, it's like so creepy that you don't know as a child how many of those Nathaniels have been around you. You know what I'm saying? He's an older man, you guys. And I'm going to upload the video so you guys can see with me. Not here, but see Nathaniel with KC, the bodyguard. We're going to do part 2 tomorrow night. And it's creepy. It's sad. It's scary, y'all. And I see KC. He keeps saying to him, Kevin Collins, he's like, KC, I gave you a chance to speak out. Now I'm just, I got to put what I know out there to help this baby, to help save this baby. And when y'all see Kate, they think of my young black Miss Parker, I know you lying to me. It's these monsters that's been around you most, if not all your life. Waiting for that day for you to hit a certain age. Before the monster in them comes out, like, you know how we see the werewolves break out and from human to werewolf to become the monster that we just don't like, that used to scare us as kids. And I always said, what was that meaning for my mother, people in wolf's clothing, sheep's in wolf's clothing. And that's a perfect example. Sitting around playing the good uncle, but all at the same time lusting after our children, watching us grow up, watching us develop, each part of us poke out. And this is what we get. This is where we end up. And then I got to look at the situation and say, if he did them babies, how far along does this go with other kids? What other kids have came across Nathaniel's path? And the fact that you love Nathaniel more than you love your own babies, to even put that out there to the world. And then when y'all put out y'all secrets, y'all dark demonic skeletons, now y'all want it on social media. Now y'all got a problem with any and everything we talk about. As if people ain't in the chat screen even more, take a sage bath. It's so demonic and horrific to her. It's like people got to tell you take a sage bath and clear your spirits, your energy. Because this is demonic. This isn't even. And shout out to Casey, the bodyguard, again, for putting in that footwork, for getting this far in a case. Because it might not ever be the results we want to hear, but at the same time, he's putting that footwork and he's talking to everybody. Because again, I went on his page. Y'all make sure y'all follow him on Facebook, Kevin Collins. But it's on YouTube. So I got the video and I was like, and just hearing her say that right here, this young lady, salute to that young lady that had the mother up there, that was trying to ask the real questions, but kept getting shut down because of the guilt that she's carrying about what she done to her daughter. Yeah, this got brought to us, our attention. We're just bringing attention to your baby's name. So hopefully we hope somebody sees her alive. Salute the full life. Salute, bro. We hope somebody sees your baby alive so we can give somebody that loved her the good answers, the good, like, hey, we seen her, we spotted her, we have her. Unlike you sitting on platforms telling your babies how you don't want to be a mother anymore. Telling the world how you don't want to be a mother anymore. Because you would rather save a relationship. So it shows me the kids didn't get love before the missing and disappearance. These kids are living in houses of hell and horror, beyond imagination. These uncle daddies, I'm sick of them. I'm sick of the uncle daddies. We are becoming overprotective talking about these cases. We are just becoming overprotective. I see it in the chat, and I believe y'all. We have mothers, I mean, to have those kind of conversations, to even tell your child that, you know, to tell society, in the process of them looking for your baby, you're calling your children the double HORE words. Like, yeah, she's just a whore. Everybody knows she loves to F. Like, what? Oh, she's just like me. But you want your kids to be better. Man, regardless what we've been through in life, I want to lead to the mothers to say this. Regardless who I was coming up, man, I want my kids to be 1,000 times better. There's nothing in my path to having them and bring them to this world do I want to leave on them, see in them. All my faults, all my letdowns. I'm proud to see my daughters being better mothers than me. Man, I applaud them. I call them always about their accomplishments. And then I thank God. I come here and I cry sometimes to myself and I say, thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you for not letting my kids neglect theirs. Thank you, God, for my kids not at this moment say they was essayed or I ever put them in a position for a man to get close to my children. See, I always been, why are you focused on my kids type of mother? A man could not tell me or make me feel like he was into my children without knowing them. Because it'll get time to that. When you're trying to get to know me, it'll be time for that. Because I thought you wanted to get to know me. But when you start showing interest in my home, and my children, since the complaints that start, and you'll think like, I get it, my kids might be a little bad. Ain't no man been in here and I let them do whatever. That's how it starts. And it's okay to lose focus in that because you've been alone. You've been through some stuff. You've been through some stuff, so you don't know how to be alone. You'll let anything, just a good line, a good dream selling line come through and just take your mind off of everything that's important, which we'll lose sight of our kids, keeping them safe, keeping ourselves safe. Because sometimes monsters get too engulfed. And the monsters we been dealing with and talking about, if they did unalive, you dodged the bullet. But the kids didn't in these situations. We're dealing with some demonic monsters. So it take a lot for somebody like Casey, the bodyguard, because we talking about a mother who bought gunplay to the birthday party. When Mr. Rogers said he met his daughter for the first time, really got to talk to her like, hey, I'm your father. She put her other baby daddy in a situation. Because, see, men sometimes don't think. Men have something to prove to another man, especially when you sharing a baby mother. So she brought one into the picture, making them go against each other with gunplay at a birthday party. Where Mr. Rogers had to think like, damn, I can't do this. I got Janiah here. I'm just meeting her for the first time. And I got my wife and my other kids here. What kind of example am I setting? This comes from this man's mouth. And I believe him because he got paperwork to prove his steps through this journey of trying to find his daughter. And we got these mothers who don't care, who in the process has one missing, pregnant, 13 and pregnant by this old ass Nathaniel. It's these longevity monsters that's been in the family for generations. Because it's the auntie's baby daddy, and he seems kind of old. And I'm not saying older man can't have a baby, but I'm pretty sure it's some older kids. So, I mean, it looked kind of like Uncle Nathaniel, daddy, has been in the picture for a long time. And if they're 13 and younger, how long Uncle Nathaniel daddy been in the picture and doing this to the kids? And that's why Janiah, if she did say she wanted to leave. Because some kids want to run. All kids don't want to stay there in their aggressor. And the mama knows because she said it. And my mom knows this is happening. Do you know the letdown for a child? Because most kids know this ain't not supposed to be happening. And when you have a mother that knows, and she's willing to come on her in the business of the baby, like, yeah, and he touched my two kids, like he touched her sister too. Like, why did you say it like that for one? And why didn't you do anything? Didn't you say it, but say you didn't do anything about it? So why did you say it? That lets me know that it's something going on before this baby went missing. Yeah, we do. Gina, yeah, we do. Words can't, because I don't. It's hard when you don't think like them or will move like them to get in they space a little bit to get to where we are today with these babies missing. And then the cycle recycles. Yeah. Talk to your sons, nephews, brothers, cousins, and rejection. It must be acknowledged and addressed, and as well as insecurities, boundaries, and just basic do's and don'ts of proper interactions in life. Ms. Wish said our words, man. We don't. We be grossed out. We be in the chat like, wait, what did this story say? What happened? We got these uncle daddies. Wait till we hear about Nathan and Lamar, you guys. Hope you took your notes, because hey, MTGV TV, blessings to you, love, and salute to you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep applying that pressure over there. Keep applying that authentic pressure. MTGV covers Naziah. She's been breaking a lot of stuff down. And I like what she's doing to keep that baby's name alive. And so many others. And thank you so much, MTGV. I appreciate that. But I tell mothers all the time, it's okay to say we're not okay. And I get it. You want to give the kids up. Give them up. You ain't got to have no conversation with the kids that you just want to choose a woman over them and all that. That's below the belt. You're already punching your kids in the gut. Hey, I just don't want you today. Like, I don't want to be a mother no more. Like, what? Come on, y'all. Think about it. You just woke up today and you don't want to be a mother, and that's an announcement to the kids. And that's the understanding, like that. They don't even understand what you just said. They do hear you say you don't want to be a mother. That's telling the kids, I don't want you. I'm ready to sing out to the state. So I think you care about your 13-year-old daughter? No. Do I think you cared about any of them? No. It seemed like they was checks. They was good for income. And do we believe it or not? It's some people out here that I just like that. We've seen a woman already in Detroit leave her kids in the home for years. So again, we are losing. I just sit up here and just do this commentary, and sometimes when I read my notes, I just be in here by myself at the computer crying. Because I know I just can't save them. Like, we need better. We need, to me, I want to get with communities like these abandoned buildings. Instead of turn them down, give it somewhere for the young kids to come, the young ladies to come. Let it be a group of women that work in there or volunteer in those centers to love these kids and give them what they running away from. While they're running away from pain, open your arms to love that baby without judgment, without even talking about their situation to them, because it's making them relive it over and over and over and over. But you can open your arms and start loving them and taking them in and educating. Y'all want to invest in things, start investing right there inside the community. I know sometimes we think it ain't going to work because we don't got the backing of the right people, but it can happen. To save these children, to save the next generation of our children, instead of going through generational curses, to let them know you can still be loved and you don't have to pick a predator to show you. To be aware of predators for their new generation. And overcoming traumas together. Reporting crime is overwhelming at times. I cry a lot more than I want to admit. I mean, MTGV, you said it best. And it's the truth. Girl, your words are powerful. I have goosebumps, speak sister. Because we ain't being honest. That's what I'm ready to talk about on my next live. I got some stuff, I want to talk about them. But I want to talk to them too. And I want the chat to talk to them too. Because, do we really get together now as girlfriends? And do y'all got real girlfriends in y'all life? Have y'all ever had a real girlfriend in y'all life to come through and, knock you off your feet with some real shit, just being honest with you as a friend, but you so used to hearing what you want and being around people that are, yes, women and men, to make you feel secure and give you validation, that you're not used to having this real friend to come in and be like, nah, it ain't cool. Nah, the kids ain't okay. Nah, this situation ain't okay, and I don't want to be around it. Instead of us looking like somebody don't got our back just because they don't want to stick around for the F stuff. For the BS of seeing our kids get neglected, seeing us being abused as women or men being battered, and saying it's okay for people to walk out of our life, and us accepting that we ain't never had nobody real we really have. We just, wasn't used to realness being told to us. Like, nah, this is a little girl missing. So I got to get away from the real questions. And I salute that lady that talked to that mother that felt like she dropped off once the real questions started being answered, and she did. But at the same time, our interview would have went quite a little different. Because at the same time, I got to switch shit up and I got to ask you some real questions like, Jasmine, what's going on with you? What's really going on? Because we are Black women, we are mothers. We are women first. We are Black women first, but we are mothers second. What's really going on with you? What happened? And it's just the truth. It come to when you know some people just ain't got real people, authentic people around them. Because an authentic, real person, regardless if it hurts you or what, they going to tell you the truth. Whether it hurts you or whether it helps you. Those two H's, it's going to help you or hurt you with what they saying, but, that's what I want around me. So when situations like this arise, they might see something I didn't see, and it's okay to say that you ain't always got the best judgment. It's okay to say that. Because maybe people will see something you just didn't see. You missed something. I don't like the way Uncle Daddy be looking at the kids. He make me uncomfortable. Or paying attention to our kids. Are the kids actually overdoing it? Or is it fur in my kids' eyes when certain people come around? All those. And it's to the point where I feel like we shouldn't have nobody educating us with signs as old as we are. So, Casey the Bodyguard again, putting in that footwork for our missing children. Not just Janiah, but this one is capturing, as a lot of stories are capturing a lot of other people. This one captured his heart. And he said he's not going to stop till he finds her. Big ups to him for putting in that much work, for loving somebody's child that's not his. But just sympathizing with the story that we hearing too. And thinking she didn't deserve that. They don't deserve that. So salute to him. It becomes a cycle, Miss Parker. That's why we take a little time to laugh, because these cases really drain us. Absolutely shame. Now I get it. So does she work or does she get money from the state? Yeah. She gets money from the state. She gets child support that they say is not going to stop, because until the child, I guess, comes to them unalived, he will still have to pay child support, which is sick and sad. And he's been doing the most. He's been putting in the most work. Say that, Miss Parker, we got to be more careful in our circle. Some people do more harm than good. Yeah. Thank y'all so much. If y'all see Janiah Mcmichael Rogers, it's her picture and a number on there as well. And I dropped Casey the Bodyguard. If you follow me on Facebook, you will find a post where he said he needs volunteers. If he has volunteers in that area, he would love for people to join him for a good cause, and that's finding these missing kids, putting in that footwork, and giving a little bit more of our time into our communities, and that's finding these kids, finding these babies. So I'm sorry, but she needs to be held accountable. A child is missing. Another plane crash in Pennsylvania. Oh my God, you guys. I'll cover that tomorrow, Dior. Man, you guys, make sure y'all pull up on my next live. We're going to talk about them, okay? I don't want to take away from Janiah, but y'all see the title. I'll see you there, okay, in just a second. Prayers and justice for Janiah Mcmichael Rogers. Prayers to her father and his family, who's been doing the right thing throughout this whole ordeal, putting his pride to the side, stepping up, being a man, looking for his daughter, showing love that I wish she could have got way before things got this bad in that home, to where now she's not able to feel her father's love, see her father's love, feel her father's love. And she's out there thinking at this time nobody ever cared for her. And how selfish, Jasmine. How selfish. Come on. Let him take it. Let him take over. You said you don't care. You showed you don't care about the kids. Let the father have it. Give him that much of his baby to where he don't got to come to you about nothing. And the fact that they know you failed test for the FBI and still allow you, being your monstrous self, to walk amongst us is scarier. Yeah. You are just so much as a monster as Uncle Daddy, Nathaniel. as your girlfriend that pretty sure she knows. You know, anytime you sit down and she says, give up the kids and you just put it on blast like, I don't want your kids anymore. What? Like, I be seeing y'all say I'm confused. Me too. Me 3, me 4, me 5, me 6, me 10 in the chat. I be just as confused too. I'm listening like y'all. Because it just don't add up to me. It doesn't make sense to me. So I know it don't make sense to y'all, and it's so naturally flowing out of her mouth. That's what's the scary part. Like, hey, just woke up, don't want the kids. I talked to my girlfriend about it, and yeah, it's a no. So wait, what? Dior said there's so many, not even reported. There's been like 180 just this year alone. Something ain't right with these aircraft. Yeah. We ready, Miss Parker, for the children around the world? Absolutely. Accountability for our actions is very necessary. Man, thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for loving the kids. I wish they could get this. Could have got this in their homes. Mothers, we got to do better. Ladies, we got to do better. We got to watch our circles. Y'all got to, what your circle will give you is what you expect for yourself. What you expect for yourself is what you'll get in your circle. It took me a long time to realize that. And I'm talking about your real, like a real circle. So thank y'all. Justice for Janiah Mcmichael Rogers. Let's get her home. It's sad, tell me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Okay? Okay? She doesn't want to give that money back. It's all kind of stuff, Tony. We need prayer more than ever. Yeah, we do. We do. Yeah. Miss Wish. Okay. Y'all, let's go over there and talk about them. You got major love over here, Janiah, Mcmichael Rogers. I hope that you come back to everyone in your community, your family that does love you, your father, your grandmother that loves you so much. I hope you are found alive and in good health, and praying for that family, praying for Mr. Rogers, the grandmother of Janiah that's looking for that keeps hitting press conferences every time, like going to the news station with updates and still crying out for your grandbaby. That's love that I know you wish you could have gave her that wasn't given to her. And we got to stop blaming ourselves sometimes. Sometimes people just really need to stop blaming themselves for stuff we just couldn't change. We always wish we could go back and change something in life. There's something in life you wish you can go back and change, even though you look back on it now like you glad you didn't, you couldn't. But if you could change something, we all got that. But don't hold yourself guilty for that. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. It's called life. Hey Ladybug, hey, salute. And I'll see y'all in my next live. You guys, I'm shutting this down, man. Thank y'all for rocking out with me. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And to the donations, thank y'all so much for believing in me and rocking out with me. I love my riders. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. And we're riding for justice. Yes, justice for Janiah. Definitely justice for Janiah. I hope the baby's found alive. And I'll see you guys hopefully in my next live. And thank you. She said, everyone, do you see how strong she is becoming every day? Look at her strength. Listen to her words and her tone. She's going to be greater than what she already is. I love you, Ish. Thank you, Portia. I appreciate you guys.